Well, folks, it looks like it's already time for yet another Christmas display contest. I find it hard to believe, but this is actually the 5th iteration of this contest, and honestly, I'm very happy to be back here once again hosting another one. As you can see, I've already got my own Christmas display all ready to go here, and I'll quickly show you that. So I got the exact same tree as seen in previous years, but below, running on the 5.5 radius track, we've got a little bit of a different train. It's being pulled by a Riverossie dockside locomotive and New York Central paint scheme. That's followed by a Burlington Northern car. I just thought it'd be nice to kind of switch up the middle car, and I think that the color is very fitting. Also, instead of having a bunch of small trees, we've got one large one, but with actual working Christmas lights, which I think is just kind of a nice detail. Anyways, enough of my little display here. Time to move on to the contest itself. So for those of you who have been part of the channel for a while now, you probably already know what this display contest is and what it's all about, but just in case there are any newcomers here, I just want to quickly go through and sort of explain what it's about and what exactly some of the rules are. So in short, over the last 4 years, I've been hosting a Christmas display contest here on the channel, and everybody puts together some kind of a display, sort of similar to what I have here, although most people tend to be a little bit more elaborate than this thing. Everybody takes a video of their display, they put a certain hashtag in the description, everybody watches each other's videos, votes, and then whoever gets the most votes wins a prize. And it's usually a lot of fun, and it's also really cool because there are some very creative people out there who usually put together some pretty nice things. So if you want to participate in this year's display contest, this is what exactly you've got to do. So the first thing you need to do is obviously put together a display, and it has to have two things. It has to have a holiday theme of some kind, and it has to have a train. It doesn't really matter what train. You can use a model train, you can use a wooden train, you can use one of the big plastic ones from the grocery stores. You could build a train out of cardboard. It doesn't matter, but it has to have a holiday theme and it has to have a train. It also has to be something that you put together. You can involve family and friends on it, but you can't just take something that's already in existence. You actually have to make something. And once you have made whatever it is you have planned, you take a video of it and you upload it on your channel. And in the description of your video, you must put a certain hashtag. And the hashtag for this year is SMT Xmas Train 2023. It's the 2023 edition. So you put this in the description. And then once people have their videos uploaded with this hashtag, people can click on the hashtag and they can check out all the different displays. And hopefully all of you find one that you like. And once you do, you can come back to this video, and I'm going to have a comment pinned below this video, and I want you to reply to that comment with the name of the channel that you thought did best. And provided you have participated in the contest by uploading your own video, you are eligible to vote. Whoever gets the most votes will win a prize. The prize for this year's contest is something that I'm very excited about. You probably already know what it is. I was kind of wandering around the hobby shop, and that's always a fun thing to do around the holidays, but when I found this, I was just so jazzed. Let me show you. So it's a Canadian National Northern Type Steam Locomotive number 6060. I already find it has kind of a Christmas look to it, you know, with the green and red, gold kind of colors, which is very fitting. But this is also kind of a sentimental locomotive for me, because back when I was a kid and fairly new to model railroading, I actually asked for a steam locomotive for Christmas, and this is the exact kind of locomotive that my parents got me. And still to this day, it's one of my favorite steam locomotives. It's never let me down. These old Mehano steamers are just mint engines. They really just run forever on just about any kind of track. So when I saw this thing, I felt pretty good about getting one for the giveaway. I feel like this is something that somebody could really enjoy. And this one was, according to the hobby shop, taken out of a train set never run. So it's a new-in-the-box locomotive from the 2000s. So anyways, there's a few nitty-gritty rules I still need to explain, but that's kind of boring. So why don't we go run this thing, and I'll get into the rest of the details a little later on in the video. For those of you who don't know, these locomotives were actually included as part of the President's Choice train sets. And as I mentioned earlier, this one was never used, and you can see all the details and everything are still all squared away in the back there. But anyways, this was part of the 2001 set, which means this thing has been sitting for almost as many years as I've been alive. Well, the same amount of years, but just off by a couple months. When a locomotive has been sitting for a while, sometimes problems can occur. If there are any, I'll be sure to correct them before shipping it off. It's kind of wild to think that this thing was manufactured with the intention of being part of somebody's holiday season nearly 22 years ago, and now 22 years later, it actually will. And it fires right up. Typical Mehano quality. Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. This thing sat for 22 years, and it runs as if it rolled off the assembly line yesterday. So there you have it. I think this thing runs pretty well, and hopefully it will provide a lot of enjoyment to whoever wins it. A couple final things I think I'll mention. The first one being that I'll cover off all the shipping expenses to get this to whoever the winner is, and that's the way that I've always done things. The reason I bring it up is because there's a lot of scams, and I want everybody to look out for that. So if you get any comments from bogus accounts saying you've won and you have to pay a fee or something like that, just ignore it. Unfortunately, that has been a problem in the past, so just be mindful of that there's no expenses in entering this contest. The other thing I should mention, too, is that I will be going through the votes and making sure that all of the entries are legitimate. I'll be looking out for any fraudulent ones. So for all the people that enter, so long as you have a legitimate entry on your channel, you're all good to vote, but I will go through and just verify everything. Please vote for someone other than yourself. I think that it's just kind of a nice way for the community to collaborate. And finally, only one entry per person, but provided you follow all those rules, have fun in the contest. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing everybody's entries, as a lot of you are very creative out there, and I have no doubt that we're going to see some amazing things this year. Anyways, best of luck, everyone.